Big Monday, take 7, roll 6. Marker.
It almost started as a gimmick, playing with the idea of no cuts. We're so used to scenes ending. It's like an easy way out for the writer or the director to, instead of seeing how the scene plays out, just end it. And here it doesn't end, and we kind of, that's why I think it kind of carries you along, because you know it's not going to cut, and you want to see where it's going to take you next. Of course we had to improvise if the need arose, and in the first few takes when everyone was so nervous, people were forgetting lines. We couldn't cut. We were only going to cut if there were obvious technical problems, like the camera fell down or the sound guy wasn't getting his sound. I initially chose that whole route because it's one I've taken so many times. There are just so many different environments you pass through, and there's so much life that goes on all around, from the subway through Grand Central. There's so many stories and so much life going on. Then when people started seeing the film, they weren't sure who was an actor and who wasn't an actor, when the background characters all of a sudden were part of the film, and I like that. I described it as putting a fictional element into a non-fictional environment. And I love that people are unsure when they're watching it of who's part of it and who's not part of it, and what's real and what's improvised. Every actor had a PA with him or her, with a walkie, to just keep everyone posted where the camera was. There was a core unit of camera, first AD, second AD. All the PAs would know where that core unit was, just so no one would be surprised when all of a sudden their scene was coming up. The actors were great, really. It was mostly technical issues that we had to deal with. After the first take, we had a complete legal pad's worth of notes. Shadow here we have to deal with. Camera moves. You're just dealing with so many elements that you can't control, that things were bound to happen. And we knew we would have to live with them. We knew the nature of the film was that we would have to live with these little, not mistakes, but little things that if it was an ordinary film, I mean a traditional film, where you can get as close to perfection as you need to, or as your budget allows, we knew we weren't going to be able to have that, and we would have to live with it and just move on.